Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 149. Found myself out back in my old high school, Western Wayne Wildcats, right there, hanging out here in our weight room. This weight room actually wasn't here then. A lot of renovations since I've been gone. Anyway, came in to meet my good friend Justin Collins. This guy is a legend out here in the Wildcat country. 4-time All-American. He did that jumping thing. What? Long jump, triple jump? So he knows a lot about hip extension, and that's basically what we're talking about today. So when I came up here, we were doing some stuff, and I was just kind of coming in to get a workout in. But we had some younger athletes here, and they're working on power cleans, hang power cleans to be specific with. And the reason why we work with them with younger athletes is to really facilitate rapid hip extension. So that's dynamic, quick extension, right? So we were talking about how are ways that we can improve that, because I'll show you what was happening, and then we're gonna have Justin come back in a second. So basically what was happening was this. When we're working on the power clean, the hang power clean specifically, and we're trying to get athletic carryover, right? Because this is a track room, we're working with track athletes today. What does it have to do with CrossFit? Not that much, except that CrossFit itself can help it, because Olympic lifting in itself facilitates a couple things. It teaches you that you need to have areas of very stable locations, right? The torso has to be very stable and have independent moving parts. Same thing with just about every athletic sport that's out there. So here's what we're seeing with the power clean, is we're seeing a lot of the athletes have what we call muted hips. So they'd set up into their power clean position, their hang position. They'd come like this, and they would get to here, they'd start accelerating their hips, and then they would lift the bar off and come into their clean position, right? So the object, or the definition of a muted hip, is when they just kind of extend, but they never really extend the full hip, right? Which is why we're doing this for an athletic carryover to begin with, right? We really want to, boom, accentuate that full extension of the hip, so we can get that athletic carryover for sprinting, jumping, lunging, whatever it might be, right? So from right here, the difference, boom, so you can see that my hip stayed muted right there, versus, boom, boom, where I get a very rapid hip extension. So here's the thing, we start talking back and forth. How exactly can we, apply this to a whole group of people when we're working in a group type setting? Justin with track, CrossFit with these big group type settings. Here's the way that I like to do it. Justin's gonna get down on his knees here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a jumping position from our knees. So Justin, when he does, he starts on his knees, a good decent squat position or jumping position. His toes are plantar flexed down, right? And all he's gonna now do, he's gonna take just give me a couple pretend ones, right? Where he's gonna sit back to his heel, fully extend his hip. Don't jump yet. Good, fully extend his hip. And he's gonna do that one or two times to get the motion down. Go ahead again. And then he's gonna jump, right? And what that does, give me a jump up into a squat position. All the way down, jump up to a squat position, right? One more time for me. The cool thing is we took out everything below the knee. So he has to extend the hip because it's his only area to gain power. So what we do is we have our athletes go ahead and do about 5 of these or so. You don't have to do 5 though. All right, he's getting old, we don't want to have him do 5. But we do this, and now they get the feeling, all right, of the carryover of hip extension. All right, cool, you're all done. No, so then what happens is we get the feeling of carryover hip extension. So we get the athletes coming here and boom, really extending their hips, and then we bring them right back over to the hang position, right? And you'll get them, boom, really extending their hips. And it doesn't take a lot of direction. You don't have to sit there with the athlete himself and say, oh, do this, this, and this. It's very self-taught, so it works really great for a group setting. So guys, it's time for lunch. Time for lunch. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming out today. Thank you for letting me come in. Thank you, Western Wayne High School, but no, they're not here. Either way, guys, until tomorrow, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.